Welcome back to Presentations, Module A, Part 3, picking up on slide 48. What is a theme? It is a design layout for your presentation, and it comes in many varieties, many color choices, different fonts, and layouts. And if you think you went with a particular theme, like this one here on the left, badge theme, and somewhere down the road you think, I'm going to change it, you just go back up to design theme and choose a whole different one, and every slide changes to match the new theme. And you can go back again too, or pick another one. You can keep doing that as well. Besides the themes, you have what's called variants. So when you select a particular theme, it comes in different color variants for the background and for any sidebars or colors. Now, just because there's only 4 that show up, there's again an arrow like this with a down arrow, and there's a color palette, and you can select any color palette variant theme you want. So this would be if once you click the down arrow here and you choose colors, you get your a palette of colors, and you can select any theme color you want. You can change your mind later on as well. And not only can you change the color theme, but you can also change the font. If you wanted Times New Roman or a different font, you could select it. There are always 2. One is for the main title and one is for the content within the placeholders. So there's always 2. But that doesn't mean you have to keep that particular font. You can even change your own content holders to be a specific size or word art or whatever you'd like. So you have your design theme, more options, and your variants for each design theme, and you can even choose more colors. You can also customize your background. Instead of using the themes that are available, you could just choose format background, and there are many choices. There's what's called solid fill, where you could just choose, for this example, yellow, and just have a yellow plain background, so it's not busy. We'll go into the rest of them. So that's a solid fill background. You could also, so it's under design, format background, and this is the first one, solid fill, and we're going to see what all the rest do. You can also change the transparency, which is you can make it lighter or darker. So you also have, so this is the color, solid fill, and you can pick any color. You can even go to more colors. Gradient fill is probably one of my favorite. So what gradient fill, there are preset gradients where you can pick from here. There's some options. Or you can go to what's called gradient stops. It starts off with 4 little tabs. You can either delete or add more. And you change each tab. So this is the one that's selected. You could click here and change a color. Click the next tab, change a color. Click the next tab, change the color. And then move them. And this is what you get here. So I have 4 different colors here, or 5. And as you move them, you get more of one color, less of another. And you can also change the alignment of it. So this one, it's under linear, so it's just straight across. And you can change, if you wanted to pick some other type of, I think there's horizontal and diagonal and path. There's also what's called picture or texture. And if you click texture, you get these options here. So this is like water droplets. There's a lot of like denim, weave, paper, marbles, wood paneling. There's a lot of choices from here as well. And these would be all backgrounds to your slide. What you could also do is what's called pattern fill. And there are quite a few varieties of different patterns where you get polka dots, diagonals, bricks, and you can change the color. Right now the foreground is blue and the background is white. You can change that up. And you can also insert a picture. So you could go to picture and insert, or if you have it on your clipboard, you get it from there. And you could put in, I put a frame around this picture, but you could insert a picture as your background. And you could even put a little text box in the peach and type your name. So even if it's blank, you could add text to it. So that's a picture. So if you wanted a picture, there's online and there's pictures from your file. And you can either do it right from here on your ribbon, click insert, picture, and then get it from your, wherever you store your pictures. Or from your content holder, you can go right to pictures and select it from here, or this would be online pictures. And again, you use the Bing search. So the online, again, we're using the Bing, sponsored for Microsoft Office. And make sure that the check mark is in here for the Creative Commons so that you can use these without any worries. These are available through the Microsoft Office. So here we have it again. You can get it from the insert, online picture, and then type whatever the category is, or you can click from the placeholder icon and it'll take you right to this Bing search. So either way is fine, from the ribbon or right from the placement holder. So just to verify that because Bing and Microsoft Office are working together, they're allowing you those stock images that you could use royalty-free, so you don't have to worry about any copyright and fair use rules. And you're welcome to check this website out. Sizing the picture. So you have what's called your sizing handles all around it. So if you were to go to the middle and use your double arrows, you can make it less smaller or not as tall. So you can go there. Or if you go to the diagonal, you're moving both the size of the height and the width at the same time. So those are sizing handles. The 4 arrows, and make sure the picture is selected, is if you want to move the picture. And then you also have up at the top, if you click this looped arrow, you could rotate. So maybe you could, right now it's on an angle, you could rotate so that it's square and even. You could also size it here to an exact size and height and width. And you could also go into picture frames, we'll see later on. Just make sure when you select your picture, you have a solid line, not the dotted line. So screenshots, again, when you choose the picture, you're getting the whole picture. If you choose which of these are little thumbnails from screenshot, or screen clipping, that gives you the freedom of how much you want to actually put on as the picture or the image. So there's screenshot, where you just select thumbnail, or screen clipping. So this would be the whole window, and this would be just one particular area. Screen clipping. You decide what you want on the window. Formatting pictures. There's a nice feature where you can crop the picture and maybe get rid of some excess items or background and make it smaller or more focused. You could crop your picture. So this one is the whole wide picture, and I just wanted to focus on the basket. So you get what's called adjust cropping handles, and you hover over and the marker with your mouse changes to like a letter T, and you just hold and drag. So this shaded area is what I'm getting rid of. And then I would click crop again, and it got rid of all that extra space. So that's a pretty cool feature to crop your pictures. You can also crop the picture to a shape. So you would click the down arrow for crop and choose crop to shape. And from the wide variety of shapes, I chose a heart, you would choose whatever you'd like. So that's pretty cool too. Besides the frames that you could choose, you can go into the color and change the color of the pictures. You can soften what's called the corrections, the brightness and contrast, and then the color saturation. You can either have it lighter or darker, the color tone, and also recolor it, all from your adjust group. Formatting pictures, there's also what's called artistic effects, more like a drawing type of image. Or you can go into the picture format shapes and you can choose, you should hover over these when you have your picture selected and you get a live preview. So you can add either a tilt to it, or a diagonal, or a frame, or a reflection to your picture. Compressed pictures, it's a good thing to do, especially if you're sharing this with someone or sending it to someone. Pictures take up a lot of space when you're sending, so it's best to compress your pictures. So what you would do, especially if you're sending it as an email, you would choose your target output that you're sending it as an email, and you want it to be compressed so it doesn't take up so much space when you're sending it. And that's the end of part one, module A. Thank you.